It's the shock more than anything, Mrs. Price.
I can well imagine.
Because I only went in for an ulcer. I wasn't expecting him to whip my spleen out as well.
No, but I presume there must have been something wrong with it.
Not as far as I was concerned. I'd never had any bother with it. It was still under warranty, like. I mean, they said nothing about spleens when I had the estimate. The medical one.
Yes, Mr. Webb. But they wouldn't have taken it out for no reason.
No, they took it out because it was ruptured.
Oh, well, if they took it out because it was ruptured, then that probably saved your life.
Well, no, not really.
Why not?
Because it was them who ruptured it.
Oh, see, it was ruptured during the operation.
Yes. Don't know what he was doing, poking about in there, but...
And when did you realise?
Not till the nurse mentioned it. She came in with this penicillin, and when I asked why I had to take it, she said because of the risk of pneumonia. And when I said, why is there a risk of pneumonia, she said because they'd taken my spleen out.
It's related.
So they say, yeah.
Yeah. What was the nurse's reaction?
She wasn't bothered. It was no skin off her nose. It's all in a day's work to them, Mrs. Price.
And has the operation affected you specifically in any other way?
Well, I haven't been able to ride my moped much. I had a bit of a pang with the stitches.
Yes, but it hasn't done you any real lasting harm.
Well, I'll be on antibiotics forever. But I don't know that that's the point, is it? I mean, what was he doing in there, rummaging about? It's a bit negligent, isn't it? You go in for one thing and they take out another. Well, what if I'd gone in for a vasectomy? I might have had to change my name.
I can understand your concern.
And it's not just the physical side, you see, Mrs. Price. You don't feel the full shilling. I get a bit depressed by it. It might sound a bit stupid, but it's a bit like getting burgled.
Yeah, I can appreciate that, Mr. Webb. I had my handbag stolen once and I was quite upset for days.
How would these surgeons like it if you did it to them? Like if he brought his car in to have the clutch fixed and I took the engine out. And I haven't had a proper explanation or an apology or nothing.
But didn't the surgeon who performed the operation come and see you after?
No, he did not. Straight after he'd finished with me, he went off on a skiing holiday. I mean, call himself a consultant? Well, he never consulted me.
Yeah, but he must have said something to you about the risks before he started, surely, or you'd never have signed the consent form.
Consent form? What consent form?
And if his spleen grumbled as much as he does, I'm not surprised they took it out, just to get some peace.
You must have signed a consent form. They won't even shine a light up your nose unless you sign one. You've got to be unconscious when they bring you in.
Unconsciousness denotes consent, does it?
I believe so, for a lot of married couples. But if they operated on him without his consent, then that's it. He's got him by the short and curlies.
Yeah, rather unfortunate that they got him by his short and curlies first.
He just needs a bit of headed notepaper, and I'm sure they'll settle out of court.
How much do you think you'll get?
I don't know. Difficult thing to put a price on, a spleen. What is it up the butcher, 60p a pound?
Should be automatic redress without having to establish who's at fault.
I still don't really see how they could have operated on him without a consent form.
Oh, no, I didn't say there wasn't a consent form.
There was?
Well, no, there wasn't, but there is now.
What do you mean? They doctored it?
And I've got this industrial injury too, you see, Norman.
Oh, have you, Jean? I didn't realise that. What, you have to wear an appliance then, do you?
One of my constituents had an horrendous accident on a building site. A dumper truck overturned on him and he lost a limb.
Oh, there's a pity.
You see, the problem is his employers were a firm of uninsured cowboy builders who have since ridden off into the sunset.
Oh, yes. Dances with scaffolding, eh? Yeah, no redress of grievance there, then.
No, and he's now been refused the higher disablement allowance.
Thought you just said he lost a limb.
Yeah, right leg, just below the knee.
Well, he should qualify for the higher allowance automatically then, shouldn't he?
No, that's what I thought, but it doesn't work that way. You see, had his leg been amputated just above the knee, then yes, he would have got the higher allowance. But as it was amputated just below the knee...
He gets the lower allowance.
Exactly.
Because he's still got his knee.
Yes, of course. You may still get the higher allowance, but it has to go to arbitration.
His knee goes to arbitration. I see. You mean you're not considered to be disabled if you've still got your knee, irrespective of whether or not there's a foot attached to it?
No, the case has to be assessed.
Oh, you're waiting for that then, are you?
Oh, no, we've already had the examination. That was when he was told he wasn't entitled to the higher allowance.
Well, I thought you said he'd only got one leg.
Yes, I did, if you'd listen.
I am listening. I just don't see why a man who has to hop everywhere isn't considered disabled. I mean, how many legs are you supposed to lose? 6? I don't want to be personal, Jean, but do you have a drink problem?
The reason he failed the test, Norman, was they had to see how far he could walk. He managed to hop about 12 yards and then he fell over.
Oh, so that proves he's fit then, does it?
He tried too hard. If he'd only managed 9 yards and fallen over, he'd have been all right and we'd have got the higher allowance. But as he managed 12 yards, he only gets the lower one.
Well, couldn't you have warned him about that in advance so that he could have fallen over earlier?
I had no idea the regulations were so ridiculous.
Oh, yes, well, that's how it is in these cases, Jean. Industrial injuries, medical negligence, they can drag on for years. Seems to me people have false expectations of compensation. They think that compensation will make up for what they've lost.
Exactly, that's the point of it.
Well, it isn't, and it doesn't. Money is to injury what prison is to crime, Jean. It's an inadequate and unsatisfactory remedy.
Yes, it is.
Thanks
but...
for the paper.
Hey, I was going to do that.
I shouldn't have thought you'd have the time, love.
Are you reading it, or did you write it? Or do you feature in it?
Well, it just makes me sick the way they draw up these regulations.
Got to draw the line somewhere.
Maybe. I don't happen to think an inch above the knee is the right place to draw it. I mean, pogoing around a doctor's surgery till you fall over. 9 yards or whatever, it's ridiculous.
So how many yards would you make it? 10? 20? A half marathon? What's disability?
What's poverty, Ken? What's anything?
Well, exactly. Someone's got to define it, or we're all entitled to it, aren't we? There'll always be someone on the margin with a sense of grievance.
Look, just because there has to be unfairness in order to operate the system doesn't make it fair. Social Security seems like any other form of insurance to me. They're happy to take your money, but they don't want to pay out on a claim. There should be clear-cut, no-fault compensation, and that's it.
Yeah, but no fault, no responsibility. If no one's going to be blamed, doctors won't even bother burying their mistakes. They'll just give them another appointment.
Meanwhile, while we worry about who to blame, I've got Mr. Webb, who goes into hospital for 1 operation and they give him 2. And when he politely asks why, they treat him as though he's a troublemaker.
Well, it's just a spleen. He can still spit, can't he?
Oh, I'm glad you can look on the bright side. I just hope that when something of yours gets chopped off, you're as happy about it when we set up the ping-pong table.
Well, it rather seems to me, Jean, as if you're letting your heart rule your head, as so many socialists do.
Well, we all know that your heart rate only goes up and down with the share index.
But your reaction to every contingency is to peck at it with yet another bill. I mean, you're the parliamentary equivalent of a flock of geese.
The number of times you appear in the chamber, Richard, you're the parliamentary equivalent of Christmas.
It just seems to me that it's a knee-jerk reaction. All because someone in your constituency happens to lose the odd leg or finds the odd organ missing when he wakes up. Well, it's not the end of the world.
Far from being odd, he assures me that his works were perfectly normal until someone stuck a spanner in them.
Well, worse things happen at sea.
Oh, yes, that plaintive cry, spleen overboard.
But as a result of this legislation by Lemming, we all have to suffer.
I don't see you doing any suffering.
Oh, I suffer inside. I mean, the last thing we need is more safety inspectors sniffing around our toe caps. I mean, I'm involved with the consortium building nursing homes for the elderly. And do you know, they made us put banisters on the stairs. Well, how can you build low-cost housing on that basis?
The number of safety inspectors has been drastically reduced, Richard, as you well know. And anyway, lots of builders don't pay a blind bit of notice to any safety regulations. Some sites are death traps.
Well, there is the odd bad apple, perhaps, yes.
The odd bad fruit shop, you know.
Yes, but it's deregulation that British industry needs, not more regulation. We can't even compete with the Far East.
They still have child labour in parts of the Far East.
Well, I used to have a little paper round once. It never did me any harm. I mean, in Hong Kong, they can make you a suit in a day. In Britain, it takes them 2 weeks to realise you're in the shop. People just do not want to work, Jean.
There are 2.5 million unemployed who do.
Ah, well, maybe the people out of work want to work, but the ones in work can't be bothered to do any. But no one appreciates the value of a good worker more than I do. Why, a few years ago, in my constituency, a good farm worker was worth almost as much as a sheepdog. And his accommodation was just as comfortable.
Oh, it's health and safety then, is it? Regulation footwear, eh? Hard hats and ear defenders. Where would we be without our Doc Martens? All down the chiropodist with a dodgy toenail.
If you mean, am I trying to get better health and safety regulations enforced, then the answer is yes, Norman, I am.
Well, you're quite right, Jean. The workplace is a very dangerous environment. I mean, just look at all the germs in here, and they were elected. It's just my joke.
You brighten my day, Norman.
Well, the thing is, I've had a word with the brothers in the old tall puddles there.
The who?
The unions. Well, it's just mugs of tea, shirt sleeves, high cholesterol sandwiches, nothing fancy.
Oh, yes, and what about it?
Well, our man in the union wanted me to say, well, not that we are in any way beholden to the unions. I want you to understand that right now. But he wanted me to tell you that they are behind you every inch of the way. Well, every centimetre of the way now that the stewards have gone metric. Yes, majority decision, I understand. Where would we be without the unions, though? We'd still all be working an 80-hour week in dreadful conditions, doing soul-destroying labour.
I still am, Norman.
True, but at least we're not open on Sundays. Well, now, the Tulls are all very pleased with your proposals, but one or two of the Puddles are a bit concerned that too much health and safety could have an effect on pay packet filling opportunities, curtailing hours workable and such.
Oh, yes?
Yes. Well, take these proposals here of yours. Now, these new protective masks for paint spray. Now, one of the brothers made the point that if he was to wear one of those to protect his lungs while he was spraying, he wouldn't be able to have a fag while he was doing it.
I don't care whether he wants a fag or not. My proposals are designed to prevent employers endangering the health and lives of their employees.
Yes, well, obviously we all want to protect the union members, but at the same time we don't want to encumber them with unnecessary regulations.
Norman, my constituent, lost a leg in a totally avoidable accident on a building site. Had he been encumbered by a few unnecessary regulations, he would not now be asking shop assistants if they'd mind splitting a pair of shoes for him.
Jean, I think you're just letting your personal involvement slightly colour your judgment here. Now, if I had a constituent who had lost a leg, I would be trying to take the more philosophical view.
What, that at least you had yours?
I just think you're overreacting. All life is a risk.
The fact that life is a risk, Norman, doesn't mean that we have to go out and play with razor blades. And safety regulations have always been opposed by the very people they were designed to protect.
Safety is all very admirable, Jean, but if you try to impose these regulations, all this red tape could seriously interfere with restrictive trade practices, many of which have been handed down from father to son.
Look, there is not much you can do after an accident has happened, but you can try and make sure that it never happens again. And I am going to make this world a safer place to work in, even if it kills me.
I don't know. Women, eh, Harry?
Yes. Mind you, my wife's a woman, actually, sir.
Oh, I'm not saying there aren't exceptions. So was mine when I first married. But you never really know someone till you live with them, do you?
Try to make things better for people, safer, cleaner. Do you get any thanks for it?
No, they just take all the benefits and then go and put their cross in the wrong box. So, do you know where this factory is?
Or we'll get a cab or the bus.
What, mixed with common people?
Put on your name badge so they'll know what to call you. They might be misled by your face.
Thank you, Mummy.
It's always men, of course, isn't it?
Oh, what's always men now? Whenever I hear the expression, it's always men, it's always women who are using it.
And they're the ones who won't wear the protective clothing, who won't take safety precautions.
Well, let's not have the unmarried mothers debate all over again, Jean. Anyway, I don't think it is just men. Have you been in a hairdresser's lately?
I had my hair done this morning.
Oh, very nice it looks too. Well, you will know that these places are full of women assistants killing each other with hairsprays.
You know what I mean, Ken. They're afraid their mates will take the mickey out of them.
Well, no one likes to wear something that makes them look stupid.
But everything we wear looks stupid. It's just we've got so used to it, we've forgotten how stupid it is. Look at your suit.
Straight off the catwalk, this. So are we all set for... Oh, look, free hats.
I'm not going to wear that stupid thing. I've just had my hair.
Safety first.
I've just come to breaking point, Mrs. Price, and I've been to social services and they can't or won't do anything, so I've come to you.
Yes, I quite understand.
And it may sound cruel, but I never wanted him there in the first place. But after my mother died, he just foisted himself on us, and it's been misery ever since. He came round for a cup of tea after the funeral and never went home.
Yes, relatives can be difficult.
It's not just difficult, Mrs. Price, he's algebra. I get to screaming point. He's up at 5 in the morning and spends the next 18 hours asking me what the time is. We hear the same stories over and over. We don't listen to him anymore. We say them along with him. It's like prayers.
Old people do tend to dwell in the past a bit.
I don't mind him dwelling in the past. It's his excursions into the present that get me down. He doesn't seem to realise I've got 2 children to bring up.
Yes, it is the women who usually get lumbered.
You're right there. My brother'll have nothing to do with him. And he stuck his own mother in a home quick enough. My gran. He had her in the Dun Roman before she'd ever been anywhere.
Yes, well, we all get old, I'm afraid. It's either that or die young, which doesn't seem much of an alternative.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't blame him for getting old. And if he was somewhere I could visit him, it might be all right then. We might get on. But he's terrible. I mean, if he was neighbours, you'd sell your house and move. But you can't when he's living in there with you.
So has his mind started to wander?
Yeah, but it's not just that. His body started following it. He goes like walkabout. The police brought him home yesterday. They found him wandering around Quicksave in his pyjamas.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and he had them on inside out. I feel guilty about it, but to be honest, I'd put him in a home tomorrow if I could find one to take him. In fact, I'd stick him in the cattery and the cats would never put up with it.
Can't the local authority help you with a place in a home?
No, they don't want him either. He's on the list, not that I've told him, but it's dead men's dressing gowns round there. I frighten myself sometimes, Mrs. Price. I feel like giving him such a shaking, like he'll put his teeth in upside down and then complain his gums hurt.
Do you, shake him?
No, I'll go upstairs and make the beds or something. Though one day it got so bad, I defrosted a chicken and stabbed it. And it's not fair on the children. If I could only get a break, if there was a creche I could put him into, or a granny minders or something. If we could just sit and eat a meal without the dreaded anecdotes coming out.
Yes, well, look, you just leave it with me then, and I'll see what I can do.
Oh, well, I wasn't really expecting you to take him, but I could bring him round to your house this afternoon. It wouldn't take long to get him ready.
No, actually, what I mean is, why didn't you let me ring the social services myself?
Oh, yes, all right. Anything you can do, I would be grateful.
Where is he at the moment? Can you leave him on his own?
No, I've brought him with me. He's in the waiting room, keeping your secretary entertained.
Yes?
Jean, I seem to have been talking to old Mr. Greenaway for quite some time now. Will you be much longer?
Why? Is he getting worried?
No, he isn't.
Jeff? That plumite's a woman.
Yes, I know.
Do you think she knows what she's doing?
But you wouldn't say that if it was a male plumber.
Oh, yes, I would. So how about the compensation?
She hasn't even finished the job yet. Bit early to start suing her, isn't it?
Medical negligence, knees and spleens.
You make it sound like a barn dance. Yes, well, I got the hospital to cough up with the consent form, and it was signed, though it definitely wasn't Webb's signature. So I presumed someone thought it had been signed, panicked when they found that it hadn't, and then signed it themselves in his name.
So they were at fault?
Well, bureaucratically, yes. Though it wasn't strictly medical negligence. Arguably, it was even medical diligence.
So what should he be after them for? That's what I don't quite understand.
Well, I've been thinking about this, and I think the reason that he's angry is because nobody explained to him. That's where the hospital went wrong, where hospitals always go wrong. He's not after them for medical negligence.
So what is he after them for?
Medical arrogance.
I do hope she does know what she's doing.
But, love, that's what equality means. The right to be equally useless.
I just feel numb, really, Mrs. Price. I feel that shock.
Yes, well, you were quite right to come round. Oh, thank you, Robert. So what happened? Was it your father?
Yes, thank you.
Didn't the social services come round? I did ring them, didn't I, Robert?
Yes, you rang them on Monday twice.
What did I say again?
You said if they didn't get round there sharpish and do something, you wouldn't just be getting your secretary to ring them up, you'd be ringing them up yourself.
Thank you for your tact and discretion, Robert.
No, it's not that they didn't come round, Mrs. Price.
So wouldn't they help?
Well, no, they agreed it was bad as soon as they saw him. Well, they had to, really. He was sitting there biting holes in his pullover. And he found the electric drill again. The social worker agreed he was a danger, especially with 2 small children in the house.
Well, you mustn't feel guilty that they took him into a home. You've done all you could, especially if he was becoming a danger to the children.
But, Mrs. Price, they've left him with me. It's the children they've taken into care.
Should have taken the old man away, not the children. I would have thought a cretin could see that, let alone a social worker.
So why didn't they?
They can't accommodate him. They haven't got the staff. People don't mind sitting babies on potties. Adults, they're not so keen on. They aren't so winsome.
It's not often you go into a shop and someone says to you, "That's a cute little granny you've got there." But they can accommodate the children.
Oh, yes, they've got them in this child unit in what used to be an old people's home.
Oh, another triumph for forward planning, eh?
Of course, they can get foster homes for them. Elderly electric drill enthusiasts are harder to place.
Yes, my adopt a driller killer grandpa scheme didn't enjoy the success I envisaged. Surely you can find somewhere for him. What about one of the charities?
People shouldn't have to go to charities. That sort of help and provision should be theirs by right. I mean, why should that poor woman have to go and ingratiate herself in front of some patronising, smarmy snob?
Yeah, quite right. Why should she? She's got you to do it for her.
And I don't like having to ask anyone for favours, Richard. Especially not you.
Yes, I do understand how you feel, Jean. It must be very galling to turn up, cap in hand. Yes, very galling. Is it galling? I do hope it is.
Yes, it is.
Goody, goody.
Anyway, I did hear you say something about an old people's home, so I wondered if it would be possible to, pull a few strings.
Oh, yes, I'm sure I could tug away at the odd geriatric belfry. I'm a trustee of several charitable organisations that do wonderful work for the old folk. I always try to give them a cheery word when I pop round to boost morale.
I'm sure the sight of you, Richard, is the best tonic there is.
Yeah, so gratifying to see their wrinkled little faces shining like polished prunes when one appears on the scene. I think it makes them feel young again.
You're a sort of facelift, are you?
Naturally.
Anyway, do you think you would have a space in one of these homes or not?
Yes, yes, I'll have a word with the trustees. There may be a bed free, actually, in the main arcanes wing.
The main arcanes wing?
Yes, it was endowed by a benefactor for elderly economists who've fallen on hard times.
Of whom there are so many, of course. Only this man hasn't got any money for nursing home fees, you see.
Oh, we wouldn't expect him to contribute. Not in the main arcanes wing. No, they never have any money in there.
I would be very grateful if you could help, Richard.
Not at all, Jean, not at all. The poor need our help and patronage, and personally, I'm always delighted to go out and patronize anyone.
Well, I won.
You won? Well, there must be some mistake, surely.
That's what I thought. But I checked the small print. Children out of care, elderly party happily at home in the main arcanes wing.
What, pyjama parties at Quick Save every weekend?
Mr. Webb was spleen, £800 better off, and we won the industrial injury.
Oh, thank you. Won it? How did you manage that? I thought you said he didn't have a leg to stand on.
No, I said he only had one leg to stand on. We appealed and got another doctor to examine him, and this time he only managed 5 hops and then he fell flat on his face. We were all very pleased.
Oh, yes, you must have been delighted to see him lying there on the floor. Save you buying a rug.
Pleased that he was awarded the higher allowance.
How much is it?
Oh, it'll mean another £7 or £8 a week.
£7 or £8 a week. That'll make a difference, eh? Be holidays in Bermuda now.
Look, I don't set the rates, I just make the claims. I'm not saying it's a lot, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, that's quite true.
I mean, that's the job. What can you do, Ken? Little victories, big disappointments. But that's not just politics, that's life.
Yeah. You know, Jean, I'm not a religious man, but when the time comes for us to quit this mortal coil...
Yes?
Assuming there is a God...
Yes?
Do you think we'll get any compensation?
Might do, Ken, but we'll probably have to fight for it.